Hello all, this is a little tutorial that I'm putting together as to how to use Skype and how to download Skype on your computer or on your mobile. For what we're doing, it'd be great if we can get onto the desktop because the webcam, as you can see, sits up and you don't have to be holding it and positioning it towards yourself. Whereas if you're doing it on a phone, you have to keep on moving it around. So I'm going to show you how to download Skype and to use it on the laptop. And while I'm going through, I will also be discussing how you can do it on your phone. Right, and so first, there's many ways of doing it. Get all these things out of the way. First one is you can go straight forward to Google and type in Skype. And you see I only have the first bit of it written in, and it says download. Skype downloads is the one that I'm bringing you to. There's many other ways of getting here. So if you go to there, it'll come to this screen, and here you have download Skype's free. So you go in there. And that brings you back to the page that I had up a few minutes ago. Now, there's a link up here to this, and I'm going to put that link in the description of the YouTube video. And I've explained earlier to you how you can get to the description that's in the video and how you can use it. If it's still giving you trouble, just give me a WhatsApp and I will send the link to you on WhatsApp. It's easier if you pick it up this way because it will automatically just bring it to you on the screen, whereas if I give it to you on the phone, you may have to rewrite it into your laptop. So you can go get it for Windows, which is what we're going to do, or if you've got a mobile phone, it will be either, if it's an iPhone, it's the Apple Store, and if it's an Android phone, it's the Google Play. Similar setup to what we have on the laptop for both, and they both work more or less the same. Right then, so let's say that's one way. Follow all these links and get to it. There's 5 or 6 ways of doing all these sort of things. You do have to play around and you do have to start pressing buttons, because when you put it into your search, it may not come up the exact same way as what I was thinking about. But that's a very good way of starting, right? The other way that you could do it, if you've got a excuse me, a PC or a laptop, is you just put in Store. Okay, go to the Microsoft Store, and in the Microsoft Store it opens up like this. You can follow the other way as well, it doesn't matter, it depends. This is a nice quick way. Into search, you put in Skype, and up it comes here, see, and you'll recognize it by its logo because it always looks that way. You go in here and it will bring you to this screen. Now, in my case, if I hadn't got it, I would get it. In my case, the people who set up the laptop many years ago when I bought it, put it up there for me. So all I have to do is launch. So here I go launching. Right, continue. Let Skype access your contacts, and you nearly have to do that because that's where all your contacts live. The next thing it asks you is to add a photograph. So I will, or add an image. Upload photograph. Okay, upload photograph. And it's asking you where on your machine you would like to go to get this photograph. So I'll go and I will put up the logo that we use for okay, it will allow us, I hope. No, it's not allowing us to do it. I was hoping that it would allow us to pull it around. So remove photo. You can drag and drop a photograph in here. It's taking me a little bit of time. If you were at home yourself, not doing a tutorial, you could go and get an image to go in. There doesn't have to be a photograph, it can be a graphic or it can be anything. Hopefully be able to get back to that later on. So this one is just going to go blank at this stage. So we continue. Let Skype access your microphone. You've no choice, it has to, otherwise it just doesn't work. Microphone, right then, speakers, yeah, continue, audio, no, continue. Let's get up, you have to, otherwise nobody will be able to see you. Okay, and then it's just showing camera. Now see if you're not seeing a webcam, well, that's a part of settings that needs to be checked up, so we have to learn. Or it might be not giving it to you because you are seeing it in the bottom corner because I have it open in OSB, and we have to go through here to find out what went astray there. So that's one thing that's gone astray on us. That's not the bit we want. We don't want that bit. Troubleshooting with issues, Skype Haze image. Right, and we'll just leave it for the time being. As you can see, I've had to stop the tutorial here because I got myself into a little bit of a twist. And it takes a little bit of time to sort oneself out, and that is normal when you are doing these sort of things. So now, the reason why my image wouldn't come in of myself was that I was using another piece of software, which is a piece of software I use to record it. That's the picture in the bottom right hand corner of me was being used rather than being used for Skype. So that was what was causing trouble. There's very often these sort of things get the better of you. I didn't manage to get the photograph in the last time, so that maybe it's not a bad thing because we can now go and put it in later on. If you go up here to the top where we just had PG on it, right, and go down here as far as settings, go into settings, we can revisit all these sort of things. So we know in the setup I used my email, got it used, my Skype name and whatever is here, so you can see all this information here. But the one that we want to change is the profile picture because we didn't get it in. So upload a photograph. So it lets me take it from the computer, and this time I hopefully will be more organized and I will be able to go to the image. I can change this again, it's just that we need to put something into it for what we are doing here. We're going to go with this one here and open it into it. See it coming along now? And that's what you're going to see if you ever go looking for this one of my one too. And I will be using it over the next period of time because I want to do some tutorials on Skype, and this is one way of doing it. It's also a way where our little group who takes care of Meetup and the digital type stuff, Pat, Etna and myself, PEP, we call our little group up here in Skype terms. We have used it to have a little discussion about how we were going to do different bits and pieces, and once you get used to it, it's really a great way of doing it. So that's that bit done. It says to make it public, otherwise, you know, people were looking for you can't tell them there's a picture of on it or whatever. So that bit gets done, and hopefully now that pops up here, right? So the next thing I want to know is how to find people. So in order to find people, you go across. These are the important ones: chats, calls, contacts and notifications. Chats are what's going on. A call if you want to make a call, right? And you can find different people. You can also use this to ring landlines, but you have to have credit in it. You don't need credit to use Skype as per normal, just for landlines. So when we go into contacts and go look for a new contact, and this is what comes up here. So the person will have hopefully given you their name or their Skype name or what they call themselves on Skype, and you type that in. So no matter what you put in there, after a while, oh, that didn't quite make. all people with H's in their names, and then you go looking for different people. So Etna coming up there a few minutes ago, who was one of mine, because there was an N in it. And you go through here until you find the one, you hit the person that you're looking for, and it sends a contact to them, and if they like you, they will let you in, a little bit like, what else does that? Lots of Facebook is the one that you have to be left into. So there's a little bit like that to be left into this one. So you find it there. Now we'll all have to play with this to try and get it to work. So say you have it found, right? So you go to contacts, and you want to, got that wrong, didn't I? You can run up and down along your contacts. There's where Etna is, because I haven't got very many in on this one yet. But let's say for argument's sake I wanted to contact Etna. So we go there. Well, in actual fact, we can't contact her on this one because she's hasn't agreed to this Peter Gallagher Skype. She's agreed to her own private one, and that's where it was. So we'd have to send a wave to her. So that will appear on hers, and then when she gets it on her Skype, she will accept it and let us in there. So the next time we make contact, we'll be able to talk to her. So that's a new contact. Contacts are the ones. This is the ones that we have set up here. So there's Peter and Mary. That's my private one. The one with the camper on it, right? So let's just go to it. I have been experimenting here with little bits and pieces. This goes on and on and on. So don't get, as Pat would say to me, don't get you too confused. You can worry about them later on. It's a learning curve for us all. So if you just want to ring Etna, and if she'd accepted you, you can just hit there and it will go as an audio call to her. If it wants to be a video call, you hit this one. Now, it probably won't connect. Oh, it's trying. Oh, sorry, that's going to Mary and Peter. You can hear it ringing in the background. Mary just, now it'll all go real echoey now in a sec because she's in the same room. Say hello to us. Oh. Yeah, just say yes, accept.
The person who you're trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Oh, I see.
Please leave a message after the beep.
So you can leave a message here now after the beep, you can leave a message and that will come through on their phone. Then when you're finished, you can just hang up. Sometimes if there's a line across that, you have to hit so the person can actually see you. So we'll just end that call now. But that shows you the way the call went through. We didn't get to it in time, as you heard yourself, and it just went through like so. So that's roughly how WhatsApp works. You no doubt will have loads of questions and you'll all get confused. And it's all by trial and error that we will achieve this. So I hope this tutorial has been of some use to you. I know it's been a little bit bitty, but let's go with it anyway and see how we get on. Better to try it first and see where our mistakes are, and then we'll sort them out as we're going. So thank you to you all for listening, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. The next one is really going to be an interesting one. It's not a tutorial, but it's a very interesting one. Keep an eye out for it.